Guys, if I could have all your attention, we're about to have a stand-up comedian, Josh Hiroshima from Omaha, Nebraska. Very good friend of ours, very funny. And so with that, hope you guys are enjoying the party. And here's my friend Josh. You guys can give him a warm welcome.
It takes guts to do. It's not going to see anyone. That was a good one.
Alright, if you can hear me, put your hand on your head. Okay, if you can hear me, put your hand on your shoulders. On your knees. And toes. Knees and toes. I just wanted to see what you guys would do, but that's not really part of my routine. Okay, so before the untimely comedy, I didn't know I was going to be up here. Amanda McCauley comes up to me and says that, you know, it's cool if I make fun of her. So she's 21 and she works at a daycare. The long list of things that I can make fun of for that, so I'm going to save that for later. Alright, that's not really part of my routine. I came up with that last second, so I'll go ahead and get started now. Sorry for making you guys wait, because waiting isn't fun. You guys don't want to sit here and wait. So I'll start, and you know, because you know it's cruel. Waiting is you're sitting there waiting for. Okay, I'll get started now. For almost 3 years now. It's getting pretty close. And I've worked with it a lot. I've learned some stuff, read some books, watched some videos, talked with other comedians and stuff. So if you hear something that you don't think is funny today, you're wrong. I've been doing comedy for almost 3 years now. So I'm one of the very few clean comedians that you can find out there.
Amen.
A lot of the reason is because I'm technically labeled a Christian, but I don't like to put labels on it because labels don't do anything but cause trouble. If you look into history, there's a bunch of stuff in the past that have been caused because of labels. Ridiculous stuff. Blacks versus whites. Christians versus Muslims. Republicans versus Democrats. And Justin Bieber versus every male teenager in America. All this unnecessary fighting, it's distracting us from what's really destroying our country. Your parents. All the parents shut up right there. It's just the kids left. So yeah, now I don't know what it is, but somehow every time I do a stand-up comedy routine, one way or another I end up making fun of my mom. One particular area, her driving. I've never mentioned that she's an Asian driver, which could have been a big kicker, but I mean, I never included that. She's gotten to a lot of pullovers by cops and stuff, and she always manages to get out of it somehow. She talks her way out of it one way or another, or she speeds a lot. And we went to Monterey a few weeks ago, and we get pulled over by the Monterey Highway Patrol. And I'm sitting in the front seat. She's over here. The cop comes up, and she automatically starts begging. And I understood how she did it now. She sits here and begs to get out of these tickets. She's explaining to the officer, "I'm sorry, officer, I don't normally speed." And my face went purple. I could not breathe. It was awful. So she gets out of these tickets every single time. I don't know what it is. And this other time, I'm sitting at a crosswalk, and we're getting ready to make the turn to go into our apartment. And she gets ready to make the turn. She almost hits this centerpiece that's in the middle of the highway. And she automatically hits the brakes. We're holding up traffic. She turns, and you know, my sister's freaking out. My brother's just sitting there. You know, nothing's going on. It's whatever. And he asks us, why is it every time Mom almost gets into an accident, I'm cool with it. I'm just sitting there. I couldn't help it. I turn around, I'm like, 'cause you're used to it. Now, I never make fun of my dad when I'm doing a stand-up routine, because he's a little bit bigger than me.
Yeah.
He's a big guy, works out a lot. So I don't make fun of him. I'm glad that he is my dad, though. He got me into golf. I'm a big golfer. 2 people clap.
Golf claps. We're not real golfers.
So, yeah, he got me into but he likes to get into my head when we're playing. He messes with me all the freaking time. He, like, to the point where I can't sleep at night. I'm playing, and he'll get into my head, and it's the reason I'm playing bad. And if you know golf is a frustrating game. It's just gets on your nerves, you know. And I couldn't sleep because he was messing with me. So I go and talk to a doctor to get my sleep issues figured out. But I didn't, take his advice seriously because doctors are always wrong. You know what? Let's talk about that for a second. Doctors are always wrong. They go to school for years to get this PhD, and they're wrong, like, all the time. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's really, really frustrating. You go to a doctor. One doctor actually told me that I had scoliosis. It wasn't true. For an entire, 2.5 years, I thought I had scoliosis. I got a physical for cross country, and yeah, it's just... I was scared to, sit different ways, or I thought that I had to go see another doctor to, fix this scoliosis, and it just wasn't that. I went in and saw the same doctor 2.5 years later, and I didn't have scoliosis. It was the same exact thing, and no scoliosis. Go figure. I mean, it's yeah. So anyways, I'm seeing this doctor, and he's helping me with my sleep problems. And I talked to him, and he asked if I have tried counting sheep. Oldest trick in the book. So I tried that, didn't work, went back and saw the same doctor. He said, okay, I understand you're a golfer. All right, have you tried playing 9 holes in your head? I was like, no, I haven't. So I go home and try that. And come back to the same doctor, because that didn't fix my problem. And he said, well, what happened with the 9 holes thing? I said, well, it worked really well at first. I went up the first hole, hit a nice drive down the middle, played out the next few holes and just kind of parred out. It was cool. But then the 3rd hole, I sprayed one hard left and spent all night looking for my ball. I wrote this routine 2 nights ago, so I don't have a lot. That's all I have. But thanks for
One more song! One more song!